Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday I got time to go through the comment section in the previous videos, and then I have also managed to respond to most of those comments. So I want to thank everyone who has reached out through the comment section. We've got to engage, and of course there are a lot I'm also learning through the comment section. Now, yesterday, Gachagua was on an interview, and of course, we got time to analyze some of the issues that came from that interview. But then, with our capacity here, there are some of the matters we cannot manage to do in investigation due to our capacity. So we end up relying on other sources to bring such kind of information to our viewers. So, yesterday, Gachagua made allegation which seemingly turned out to be untrue, and it is now backfiring on Gachagua and William Ruto government completely. Because Gachagua said that Uhuru Kenyatta made sure that he is not funding the office of the deputy president when Ruto was the deputy president, until Ruto was fueling government cars using his own money. He said that Ruto was using his own money to pay salary to government staff. That was regarding Gachagua. I know most of you don't like listening to Gachagua or William Ruto, but this video is very important. It is better you listen to Gachagua, and then from there, we have to expose regarding Gachagua with the truth, so that we can separate lies from the truth. If we leave him to continue this way, Gachagua will end up cheating so many people. He will lie to many people, and you know, once you are told a lie repeatedly, you will trust it. So listen to him, then from there, we are going to share out the truth to show really how William Ruto office has been funded.
Under the direction of President Uhuru Kenyatta, cut all funds to the office of the deputy president. For 4 years, President William Ruto, then deputy president, fueled GK cars from his own pocket. For 4 years, he bought tea for his office. For 4 years, he paid electricity bills for his office. For 4 years, he paid allowances to staff accompanying him across the country. And when he became the president-elect, these two officers who are attending meetings in his office were embarrassed, and they sought to undo the damage of what they had done to save their face.
Now, after this allegation, NTV decided to do some investigation on the last 3 financial years in the office of the president and the office of the deputy president to find out if really Rigathi Gachagua is saying the truth. And according to the budget implementation report by the controller of the budget, it is indicating that in 2021, year 2021 to year 2022, the office of the president total expenditure had a total expenditure of 19.8 million shillings, and the office of the deputy president had 16.86 million shillings. This information, the main source is Treasury. This is the money William Ruto spent and Uhuru Kenyatta. Look at the difference. It is very small. So when Gachagua come and tell people that Uhuru did not fund William Ruto office, he frustrated him to an extent that Ruto was using his money. He should come and tell people this 16.83 million shillings came from where? And if you check in this report, it shows you that William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta, they spend almost 100% of their budget. 19.8 was the money allocated, and they spent all of that money. Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. So if it means Ruto was not getting money, that means this money was supposed to go back to the treasury, because maybe it was not released. There was a budget, but it was frustrated. It never got released. So the money will be taken back. Now, we come to number 2. If you check on the budget execution by program for the public administration and the international relation, the office of the deputy president received 1.5 billion shillings. And this is how he spent it, that money was spent. 1.4 billion shillings was spent. That means this office spent up to 97.1% of their total budget. That was used. Now, that means in every 100 shilling that was allocated in William Ruto's office, Ruto was ending up spending 97 shillings. So the balance there is only 3 shillings. That means Ruto was actually using almost everything. So this was 100% budget expenditure. The source of this information is National Treasury. So Rigathi Gachagua should come and tell Kenyans why is he lying on a broad daylight. That is the verified information. So that is Rigathi Gachagua in one side, who always claimed to be the truthful man, who always say the truth that people don't like to listen to. That's what he will say always. And now we have the truth here, and the truthful man is here so much ashamed with his lies in public. We are continuing with this Punchline discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much, and again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, it is evidently clear that all allegations Gachagua made about finances, on how Ruto was frustrated, it was a total lie. Ruto was funded, he enjoyed it. In fact, this one now confirms that even during campaign, Ruto was using taxpayers' money to fuel his fleet of cars for campaign. In as much as Raila did not get privilege to enjoy from government, Ruto was funded by the government to do his campaign. This is a revelation we have to learn here. And I will tell you one thing. This Rigathi Gachagua is still ruling in Moi era. And you know, in Moi era, there was no fact check. Everything was manual. Such that when you want to check anything, or you want to do a fact check on expenditure or anything, it will take you up to maybe 4 or 5 years for you to come close to the fact. And you see, 4 to 5 years, you are almost to another election. So Gachagua should know that fact check as of now is just one click away, and you get the truth. In this era, Gachagua, you cannot lie to Kenyans. We will catch you up with your lies. And here you have been ashamed. Imagine this is a man who was lecturing media as if media is always wrong when they call him to order once they get it wrong. He would lecture them, and you would trust what he's saying. You see the confidence he used to speak. People will buy into this lie. And that's the reason why I repeat these videos, to bring it here and again, to even convince those people who support Gachagua to understand they are supporting a sick and big liar in this country. This is a sick mind. Gachagua thinks that Kenyans are children. Ruto told us that wajinga waliisha Kenya hii. Na nataka tuambie Gachagua ya kwamba wajinga waliisha Kenya hii. Let him not think that he's going to lie to Kenyans. So this one confirms to Kenyans that most of the allegations Gachagua has made, including threatening to name those people who were taking money in choppers at Wilson Airport, it is all hot air. If he can come on camera and lie like this, I mean, in some civilized countries, Gachagua must just resign. This Gachagua should resign. Hata kama mnasema tunataka kumua Ruto kwa ofisi. By the way, ile ofisi inafaa tuanze nayo na ni haraka na yeye Gachagua. People should demonstrate to this office and kick out Gachagua for lying to Kenyans in a broad daylight on camera. He is lying to people. He lies without blinking. And it tells you that he is a truthful man who will always say the truth that people don't want to listen to. Is this the truth? Between Gachagua and Treasury, who is lying? The same man was claiming that it was the people who are working in Uhuru's office who asked for money from Treasury for his office when he was coming there. But the truth of the matter is that Gachagua is the one who asked for that money. But now you want to say that, oh, these people mistreated William Ruto, and because of that they were ashamed that Ruto is now the president. So to correct their mistakes, they are the one who are asking that money to Gachagua's office. The truth is that it is Gachagua who asked for that money. Now Kuru Yatana Nituambia, he decided to give him 500 million shillings. But he was asking for 1.9 billion. Hizi pesa zinatumika kufanya kazi gani? Hospitality. He wants just to change his cars. That's how he's spending. People who promised they're going to work for the poor of the poorest. People who told us they have been in poverty, they understand what poverty means. Now they are coming back to lie to you. It's like Ruto and Gachagua want to sustain their demonstration through lies. You can lie for some time, but you cannot run a government on lies throughout. These lies can work for some time, but it can backfire so badly. For them, they're not lucky. Already they're being exposed from just the beginning in the formation of their government. So even the person who is lecturing media and telling them, oh, you have been biased, you people, he said Citizen was giving Raila 20 minutes and William Ruto 5 minutes, which was a lie. We know Raila was getting quite more airtime than William Ruto, but it was not that big difference the way he's trying to put it. Ilikuwa tofauti ya dakika moja na mbili hivi, something like that. And of course, when you are friendly with the media and you have something you are saying which makes sense, media will find a reason to share out your information. But if you are busy abusing people, what do you want the media to do? To take abuses and have a letter on screen so that now our children will be watching that kind of unacceptable language you guys were using in your campaign. No. It cannot work. And I want to tell you here, as long as we not call Gachagua to order, Gachagua is going to sustain this lie. He will sustain it. And the NTV did a good job just to go and found out the reality to compare with what he was telling people in the interview. This is what should be happening every time. And they must be supported to do that. Otherwise, these people are going to lie to us every time. Now, I don't know how well Gachagua will be hiding his face after lying. And I know he's going to come with another brand of lies. And he's going to intimidate NTV for exposing him. And he don't know. The more he will be calling media, the more he's going to make them popular. If he thinks that he's going to bring them down, then he's just helping them. Because now they can bring out the reality and expose him, and Kenya will know the kind of a deputy president we have. We have a liar who should just resign from like yesterday. These people, they will be lying every time. So don't expect anything from this kind of leaders. Whatever they told you during campaign, it was lie. It will not be implemented. They are going to play around politics until 2027. That is why Raila is saying that mass action is the only way to deal with these people. So if you are disgruntled with regarding Gachagua lies, the only thing to do is to get to the mass action and support the ideas that Raila is selling, so that these people, maybe they will learn a lesson. That could be the only language they can understand.